Hey y'all, what's up? It's Leo, and welcome. I just wanted to come on here really quickly and share with you guys something. So, I've been telling you guys, usually on TikTok. I think I started telling you guys on TikTok that I've been learning how to grow closer to the Lord, and I have been getting into the Bible. Now, I will never look. I'm just going to be honest. I will never admit to being a Christian. I'm never going to call myself a Christian, because in the same sentence that I would call myself a Christian, I have to admit that I was a witch. So I don't put titles to none of that. I'm just calling myself a spiritual person, and I'm okay with that. So if you're not okay with that, then I guess you should go ahead and move on. But I just wanted to come on here really quickly and share this, because I've been communing with the Lord today, and they have come through so strongly today. Like, it's amazing. It's just amazing. It's been a beautiful day. So I actually got a scripture that I was looking at, and it's Galatians 6, 2 through 5. I'm going to read it to you guys, okay? This is the English Standard Version. It says, "Bear one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ. For if anyone thinks he is something when he is nothing, he deceives himself. But let each one test his own work, and then his reason to boast will be in himself alone, and not in his neighbor. For each will have to bear his own load." So when the Lord was talking to me with this scripture, he was really coming at me with, comparison. How do you, and the question was, how do you compare yourself to others? And I just was really sitting and thinking about, how do I compare myself to other people? And just personally for me, I find myself comparing myself to other people a lot of times at my job, just because out of frustration. I'm pretty sure, everybody's got their own reasons, but just for me personally, it'd be a lot of out of frustrations, like, well, they're not doing this for me, or they're not helping me with that, or they think they're doing all of this, or whatever. These thoughts do go through my mind at work, but I think the Lord deals with me in mysterious ways, just like he does with you. And I just really sat with this word, because clearly he's communicating. I'm saying he, but they're communicating with me, about this word. And I had to break it down. I wanted to share what I broke down for you. And if it makes sense, I would appreciate it if you could like and give a comment if it makes sense. And if it doesn't make sense, still give a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. But so my thoughts were support each other. When he says in the beginning part, bear one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ. To me, that was, we should be supporting each other no matter what. No matter if you feel whatever, you feel in some type of way, we should be supporting each other, because we live in such a thick, dense world. We all have hardships, we all have burdens, so we should be supporting each other in heavy and hard times. This is what fulfills the kingdom law. Okay? And then he continues, don't be deceived by your own ego. Don't be deceived by your own ego being more than you are. Don't think that you're better than somebody else. Don't think that just because you call yourself a Christian, or you follow certain kingdom laws, you're better than somebody who doesn't know at all, because you're not. And he continues to say, because you're not. Don't be deceived by your ego being more than you are. You should only be testing yourself and your work. Let your work be not better than the next person. Don't compare your work and to the next person. Also, don't work so hard just because the next person's working that hard, but let your work be better than what it was before, what it was yesterday, what it was just an hour ago. You should be constantly trying to better yourself than what you were before, not comparing to somebody else. And then, of course, he continues, speak highly. Wait, where am I? I'm looking at my notes, guys, by the way, because I wrote, look, he was speaking to me. I was writing this stuff down. Okay. But he says, speak highly of your own achievements, for each will have their own work to test and achieve. Now, like I said, I just read to you guys the English Standard Version, and I just read to you my interpretation of the English Standard Version. And I encourage you, like I said, this is Galatians 6, 2 through 5. Go look at it and read it yourself. And please, I really, really want to hear your interpretations, your understanding of this word. If I'm on point, let me know. If there's something off, let me know. You know, I would really appreciate it. But you know, at the end of the day, what I understand is, like, you don't have to speak down on anyone else, and you definitely shouldn't be speaking down of your own achievements. The only thing you should be doing is supporting the next person and working better than working to become a better person than what you were just an hour ago, just a minute ago, a day ago, you know. And there's really no point in comparison. There's really no point in comparison. And honestly, comparison, because it is out of kingdom law, that tells me that is a spirit. There's a spirit that may be making you think that you're doing something right, but it's got you off point. So if you finding yourself comparing, which I had to question myself, and I'm going to give you guys a really good example that happened to me just today before I get off of here. I had to question myself and make sure that I'm not comparing myself to, you know, anybody that's at my job or anywhere, you know, any people that I meet on the street, anybody that I encounter into, you know, whether that's any kind of addicts or, you know, anything. I have to make sure that I humble myself, because just because I live a certain type of lifestyle doesn't mean that my lifestyle is the same as that person. I mean, just because I live a certain lifestyle and it's completely different than another person's lifestyle doesn't make me better than that person. You know, just for the simple fact that we all are still learning, and there's not one of us that is completely perfect following every single kingdom law, you know. So just that statement alone, just that one alone. Now I'm gonna give you this example, and then I do have to get off of here. I was actually chit-chatting on the phone, well, like through text with as like a new friend-ish kind of, and he was actually complaining to me about one of my good friends that I actually work with, and they got into a little thing. They're not friends anymore, and he's just kind of tweaking about it, and you know, from listening to his side of the story and listening to her side of the story, I could see where they both might have went wrong, but he can't take any accountability. He's actually lying and making up extra lies that don't make sense, you know. So me being a person of integrity that does not like lying, when I tell you I see through the bullshit so fast, I see it, man, and I'm not for it. I'm just not for it. But as soon as I see him lying, you know, my natural instinct is to call you out and then to block you. I ain't even gonna lie. Call you out and to block you. And if I can't call you out, I'ma just block you, because I ain't got time for the bullshit. I ain't even lying. But with this guy, you know, as I was texting him, it's just so funny because my phone started tweaking, and it was like I was trying to send him this message, and the message actually like went away, and the Bible app popped up, and it just was like a reminder of like, oh, this is that moment. Excuse me, y'all. This is that moment of, you know, passing judgment. Don't pass judgment just because he lying, you know. You don't gotta be rude or disrespectful. It also says in this, if you read Galatians completely, it says, in the first verse somewhere, it says, you who are spiritual should restore man in a spirit of gentleness. So just because he's lying and I'm getting irritated by it doesn't mean that I gotta be rude and disrespectful. You know, I just politely dismiss myself and wish him the best, and that's exactly what I did. And you know, I encourage you all to do the same. I do want to go ahead and pop you guys a question and ask, you know, what are the same question that the Lord had asked me, what are ways that you compare yourself to others? And if you can be honest with yourself and share that honesty with everyone here on YouTube, make sure you put it down in the comments below. I would love to read it and, you know, just be vulnerable with you guys. But that's all I had to share with you guys, and I appreciate you being here watching this video. Hey, I wanted to let you know that I just started doing my conference calls last Friday actually. So they're actually going to be every Saturday. I'm going to post a link down in the comments below where you'll be able to sign up and attend for these free conference calls. Completely free. You don't have to pay anything, but you can learn, you can listen, you can learn, and you can also share your story if you ever want to share your story. This coming up Saturday, they're going to be held every Saturday at about 11 o'clock Central Time. This coming Saturday, we're actually going to be talking about the victim mindset and how to heal it. So I'm super excited for that, and I hope to see you there. Until then, bye.